the most important event in human history, which will determine our futures, GTA 6, is coming out this year. And I'm not confident. And a lot of other people are also not confident. Rockstar has not addressed a single issue that people have had. It's supposed to drop this year, and we have seen zero gameplay to this point. We have some clips, some minute-long footage that Rockstar claims is from the in-game, but people have dissected it at this point, and it's obviously a lie. We have situations where Lucille and non-important male character number 2 enters a shop and they're gonna rob it, and you can see that every single reflective surface is reflecting the world. Needless to say, that is completely impossible to pull off with modern day technology, so that's not actual gameplay. There have been countless instances, news, leaks, of GTA 6 going woke, the devs adding things that people do not want, and the CEO literally saying, "You can't talk about these things, that's offensive, that's bad, do not include this into the game." And one of the core reasons why GTA has been successful, because it always, for better or worse, represents what the current day, what the modern climate is like. And we seemingly are missing it, maybe. And there is absolutely no news from Rockstar trying to dispel any of this. Now, granted, GTA, no matter what happens, is going to be successful. It's going to literally sell billions in money-wise, probably tens of billions over its lifespan. But at the same time, people are very worried. And for very good reason at this point. Look at the older GTAs. Why were they successful? GTA 3, you're rescuing your girlfriend. Pretty nice. Understandable. GTA Vice City, you are creating a criminal empire. Pretty cool. Everyone can get behind that. San Andreas, kind of the same literal thing, but the ghetto this time. In any case, very cool. People absolutely loved it. GTA 4, Russian mobster. Thematical fits the thing, but obviously there's things that people like, and there's things that people don't like as much. Even though all three of them are rooted in realities that we can get behind. Now, granted, GTA 4 also had other issues. GTA 5, absolutely mind-blowing, phenomenal. The writing, the characters, everyone loves Trevor, everyone likes Michael, everyone loves Franklin. It is what it is. They're great. The dynamic is perfect, and the game itself is really, really stable. And now we're going to get GTA 6, and it's a completely different thing, honestly, at this point. Imagine how this is going to go. In GTA 5, you just went on missions and it was fine. It was you and the boys. You did not care if the stove is on in Michael's house. You know what? In fact, if his family burns down there, people would say, "I hope they're crispier." It is what it is. But in GTA 6, what's going to be the story? It's a Bonnie Clyde type of story, where you have Lucille, the strong, powerful, melee brawling character, because yes, obviously women. She has a kid that's not your kid. I'm talking about the male character, not that important male character number 2. And, I mean, imagine how that's gonna go. You know, you're off to do a heist, you're off to do something, and the guy says, Lucille, did you turn off the stove? Did you turn off the stove, baby, before going out? The bills are piling up, you see. We need to be a little bit more careful of this. And Lucille's like, she's probably drunk a little bit, you know. Maybe she did something else. Who honestly knows, right? She's wild. And the situation's not good, you know. It's not going good. And Lucille instantaneously is, "If you care about the bills so much, why don't you get a job?" And then she calls him the N-word. No, but she doesn't call him the N-word, because that would be funny and we would like that. She just calls him a cuck and says, "How about you know what? It's over. We're not going to go on a heist. Go and take care of the child, my child, Do it exactly as I told you. I'm gonna go drunk, go drink margaritas with the girls. Yeah, it's gonna be a completely different vibe, and people, needless to say, are kind of not okay with that.
To say this last week and really this month of May has been one of wonders with Grand Theft Auto 6 would probably be an understatement. There's been some leaks with backing, numerous rumors, and nothing has come to fruition. It has been a year plus since we last saw Grand Theft Auto 6 in action. Any images, trailers, anything really of substance in regards to the game we have not seen from Rockstar Games. They've been totally silent, so there is tons of frustration and annoyance growing, as well as concerns that the game is inevitably going to be delayed to 2027. Fortunately, we have had some promising news in the last 24 to 48 hours, which at least points to the game not being delayed, but still the frustration, people latching on to any rumor has only continued, and I really want to talk about it because it is just bizarre how Rockstar Games has gone about Grand Theft Auto 6's marketing, or really
the lack of marketing, you should say. By the way, like the video right now, takes less than a second, and I greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel a lot, and thank you everyone who does. I do appreciate it. Like the video, thank you.
The lack of marketing here. We did officially find out from Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick that Grand Theft Auto 6 was in fact supposed to be launching originally in early 2025. And now the game obviously will be launching about 18 months later in November of 2026. A massive delay. Obviously, we only heard about the actual delay to late 2025. The early 2025 was something that was only suspected based on some of the financial details within Take-Two's reports, but now we have the confirmation. Goes to show you that the pressure is on Rockstar Games. The game is getting extensive amount of work. I'm sure that they know they have to nail this launch, which is why they've been getting as much time as needed to, well, nail this product. But we also did hear Take-Two's CEO Strauss Zelnick doing numerous interviews throughout May. This was kind of the one thing that a lot of people are talking about because they thought it was indication that Rockstar Games was finally going to open up, but it was just Strauss Zelnick going interview to interview to interview saying the game is coming out November 19th. We said it, we're reaffirming.
Yeah, and they're doing things to pump up the stock, which is also very sus.
It. So he has been doing this. Just the other day, he actually did another interview in which he said the same exact thing.
Everybody online is just like, when's GTA 6 coming out?
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with the timelines? It's just like, the answer to that question is, I don't know, right?
Well, no. November 19th, I do know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's been announced.
And then not even 24 hours later, we had the Take-Two investor call in which Strauss Zelnick once again said, don't worry about any delays, the game is coming out this fall, this holiday season. And at least that gives some hope to the Grand Theft Auto community, but the thing is about these CEOs is that the plan is the plan until it's not the plan. And we've seen this over the last couple of years, even back to the Red Dead 2 days, Grand Theft Auto 5 days. You'll have interviews with Strauss Zelnick saying that the game is coming out, and then within a week or two, it's not. So there has been a lot of concern, especially with the fact that the game is about 6 or so months out and we have not seen anything in regards to marketing or any movement from Rockstar Games, period. But the one little bit of credit that I will give Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick here is the fact that back earlier on this year and even last year, he said that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have a shorter marketing cycle. And then earlier this year, he said that
it seems like it has no marketing cycle. No, granted, I kind of do understand this, honestly, because there's no point in marketing GTA 6. Its existence itself draws gravity.
The game would have marketing that starts in the summertime. A lot of people didn't really think too much of those comments, but it's now becoming quite clear that things are going to be picking up in the summer. And obviously, I get it, people live all across the world, but it seems to be indication that it's more of the US type of summer. So probably starting late June, July, August, that type of period of time is when it seems like Grand Theft Auto 6 is really going to ramp up things. And there's some further comments we're going to get into later on this video in which he again reaffirms summertime is when Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders and all of that stuff is about to start. But just to understand, we had this coming from Game Informer. This was the initial hope that a lot of people were jumping on. And it's the fact that Game Informer sent out this little email teaser in which they said, on the magazine side of things, we're basically shipped our next issue, and we're so excited to reveal that Redacted will be gracing its cover next week, but don't tell my bosses I told you that. And yes, immediately tons and tons of people latched onto this, getting tons of hope that this was gonna be Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's because Game Informer Informer has a track record of having Rockstar games on the cover of their magazine. Unfortunately, though, Grand Theft Auto 6 was not what this redacted was for. It was for The Blood of Dawnwalker, another game I'm actually extremely excited for, but Game Informer
Blood of the Dawnwalker looks good, baby.
they should have known better, because when they did a live cover reveal announcement on their YouTube channel, and as you can see, tons of people talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 with the possibility of this announcement. It's just non-stop Grand Theft Auto 6. Everybody's saying they want this to be Grand Theft Auto 6, as Game Informer teases and talks about the magazine. And as you can see, this is what happens in the chat immediately once they announced that it wasn't Grand Theft Auto 6 related. The video now has about 4,000 dislikes versus 740 likes. Grand Theft Auto community very loud and very annoyed right now, and they made that clear to Game Informer, especially with Game Informer's latest post. People are not letting them get away with this one, but it has been non-stop. And yeah, this chat, the entire stream was just non-stop people calling them a trash company, pre-recorded losers, and even the Game Informer host seemed to be a little depressed over the fact that this reveal not going down all that well. But furthermore, we did have the executive editor of Game Informer responding to all this drama, saying, "I don't know how us teasing a 4-word cover story is doing anyone dirty when we had a game with 4 words on our cover. Be disappointed if you want, but your anger is misdirected." But now, though, we have to talk about what happened with Best Buy. This was the biggest hope that the Grand Theft Auto community had, that we were going to have a GTA 6 reveal of some sort happening this last week, and it didn't happen. But as you can see, Best Buy may have leaked Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders going live on Monday, and it was
We talked about this. This was the stock pump thing because the investors' call was happening literally after that, and it worked. It worked.
specifically an affiliate of Best Buy. They sent this out to, well, all of the individuals that have this, in which it says, campaign, GTA 6 pre-order physical game, earn 5%.
By the way, I love how instantaneously all the legacy media garbage websites said, "This is real, we confirmed it, we smart." And it's fake garbage.
Special offer valid from May 18th to May 21st, 2026. Now we know that was a massive mistake, troll job or some sort. It's unclear exactly what happened, but it was a mistake. Some people believe that this was a placeholder date that may have been left, from months ago. Who knows exactly what happened here? Take-Two Interactive's Strauss Zelnick actually responded to this just the other day in an interview, and he's pretty much said, I have no idea what the heck happened with that. We have no idea with any of that type of stuff. That's an outside company, a third party, which is a thing that I really tried to stress on social media as a possibility, but the rabid Grand Theft Auto community really did not want to hear that one. And especially when Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming verified that the GTA 6 pre-order from Best Buy is legitimate, people thought that's it. It's happening Monday. The problem is, if you actually read the report and actually specifically look at what Tom Henderson's outlet verified, they only verified that the email was real. They didn't verify if there was actually substance behind the email.
Nice.
And that was the big thing a lot of people missed, and that's why it was shocking when this is another thing went viral on social media, when Tom Henderson went on his podcast and talked about his expectations for this Best Buy pre-order leak and said that he doesn't think anything was going to happen. These are the specific remarks he said, which pissed off a lot of people.
I think Monday's going to come and go. Is it Thursday, the investors call?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to get a reconfirmation.
Or 5:30, the call is 5:30 Eastern.
Yeah, we're just going to get a reconfirmation of
Blue skies, Lamau.
of the release date, and all he's going to say is that the game is going to start marketing this summer. And then unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with these rumors and rumblings for the next 3 months or so, because Summer Games Fest is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was effectively completely... Oh, look at that! I think this is... The Best Buy support confirms orders, blah, blah, blah. It's such garbage.
He said from an insider, 2 tiers with console. None of this really matters because it's been proven incorrect. That wasn't the case, but this is the problem. There's just a new insider that emerges every week in which people latch onto for anything Grand Theft Auto 6 related, and this has just been non-stop the last number of months, especially amidst this silence coming from Rock.
Oh, that's not even true. The real situation about the insider shit is way worse. Because when you look at the people who are called insiders, it's people who literally make 50 fucking predictions and one of them is barely half through. And it's like, everyone's like, he got it right! He got it right! He got it right! And then it's, you're an insider, congratulations. It's really bad.
Rockstar Games, but Detective Seed said the week of the 18th pre-orders were going to begin. They did not, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be starting anytime soon. And furthermore, though, the day of the Monday that the Best Buy pre-orders were supposed to begin, we did not see anything happen because it was fake. It was a fake leak, fake rumor. No idea how that happened for Best Buy through that affiliate. No idea.
Fucking console players, Lamau.
Auto online post, people every single Tuesday, every single Thursday having hope that GTA 6 trailer 3 is going to drop. May 19th.
Oh, now people are talking about the leak, but I haven't heard anything.
People again were really hopeful that that was going to happen, but no. RDR post on Chinese social media typically means it's going to be posted on X, and that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, though, the trend of just latching onto any supposed rumor and insider has only continued. People talking about Kiwi talks. According to Reese, trailer 3 could be coming soon. As a reminder, Reese is very reliable and conducts interviews with developers in various video game studios. And as I responded, you guys don't learn your lesson, do you? Nobody knows shit. And that's the best way to really say any of this. Rockstar Games isn't in a rush. I mean, the data just came out that PlayStation 5, they have 5 million people playing this weekly. That's just on the PlayStation 5. This is one of the most played games. They're making billions of dollars every single year still off of Grand Theft Auto 5. They're in no rush. They know they need to get Grand Theft Auto 6 right, and I think we're waiting right now for the last big marketing push. That is
true, but again, this is the problem that everyone, including myself, has. The fact that there's a lot of things they should address, so we know that they do have it right, but they're not addressing it.
Is what's going to be happening. It's just the question of when that happens.
They're not even doing the basic shit as denying stuff.
Happens, and it seems like it's probably going to be sometime in the coming weeks. And specifically, though, yeah, the drought of Rockstar Games news is starting to feel a little underwhelming. I think people... some of you who have been a part of this channel for a long time remember the Red Dead 2 days. Even years before that, maybe even remember the Grand Theft Auto 5 days. But they were brutal. This is what Rockstar Games is known for. Getting excited for the game's pre-release is tough because there's just very little that comes about, especially before the last big ramp up. And it does seem like because of this digital age, they are changing things this go around. It seems like instead of the 6 months in which we have billboards and everything, it's probably going to be about 3 or 4 months. And they may be waiting a little bit later after the 4th of July because this is the 250th anniversary for the US, and I don't think they want to be sharing that attention, especially when they finally go all in on marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6, showing off the next trailer, showing off gameplay, starting to do previews, and so on and so forth. But
I don't think anyone's gonna care. Is it the 4th of July or whatever? People are gonna care about the thing. But there's no other news other than this. GTA 6 price still not revealed, but Take-Two blah blah blah, marketing this summer. People are currently speculating 80 buckaroonies, which would not be the 100 that, the games analysts want. And I want, because that would instantaneously destroy AAA. Okay, if there's one good thing that I want is $100 AAA games. Every single AAA game currently coming out, except like a handful, is shit. It's raw garbage or it's complete garbage. Okay, look at PlayStation. They have literally probably burned close to $2 billion in the past 2 years of game releases. Not that they honestly cared about that, it seems like, but they have burnt a lot of money. So much money that I could not even spend it if I wanted to. I could. But still, that's a lot of money, and they don't care. They don't care. And it's not going to change, it looks like. So I want $100 prices. I want these shit tier companies like PlayStation just slapping $100 on everything. So we're no longer in the situation where the worst game you have seen in a decade has only 2K concurrent Steam players, okay? I want to see those numbers go down to the low 3 digits, okay? That's what I want to see. That's what I want. And $100, that's getting us there, boys. It's gonna be great. Anyway, that's honestly pretty much it. There's no actual real new news other than that. And anyway, that was Legacy Kill HD 10 out of 10. Bye.